Yeah. Okay. Morning, folks. Sorry about that. The internet went down, rather unexpected. So, what have we got? Well, this is today's midday chart. Here we go. Drawing all this cold air down in from the north, but reasonable spacing on the isobar, so not terribly windy. A bit wider spacing yesterday, so it was quite calm, really. But a sort of general westerly flow on the ground, northwesterly at flying heights, but fairly light. This sort of weak frontal line is currently sort of showing snow and rain in the West Country. And a friend of mine posted some pictures on Facebook of the snow outside his house in the west of England. So it's sort of fairly active. Looking at the TAFs, Farnborough, not quite as short as yesterday, but the key points are 2707 knots all day, really. Scattered at 4.5. Well, yeah, I'll see why there might be a small amount of cloud. I don't really think it's going to get soarable. And they're giving a tempo broken at 1400 feet. I can't see why that's going to be there because no other forecast shows that, but we'll see. Temperature wise, currently about -3 at Farnborough. The upper winds got more northwesterly flow to them, certainly a bit stronger down in the channel, 30 knots, but sort of 20 knots, I think, over us from the northwest. So quite a change from yesterday, where there was virtually no wind at height anyway. SatPic shows this frontal system out to the west, quite bright colours, and we're quite clear in here. So should stay like that all day, really. Hopefully this is just going to keep tracking down across here, and you can see it on the rainfall radar. Yeah, it's just tracking north to south, well to the west of us. I don't think we're going to have any influence from even this stuff that's going to come down the east coast. So all the snow is likely to be falling the west of England and East Anglia. Temperature wise, well, it never actually got above freezing yesterday. I think it might get a little bit warmer today because we didn't have that sort of shelf of cloud cutting the sun out today. But I think it's only going to get to 1, maybe 2 degrees. I think 3 to 4 degrees here is the forecast. I think that might be a little bit optimistic. It was certainly an issue with icing on the gliders by 2 to 3 o'clock yesterday, and I think it'll be the same today. So pretty cold. Top Meteo cloud picture just shows the cloud out to the west and the rain and the showers going down to the west of us. They're showing some cumulus. Don't really give a height to that, but you never know, we might even get a little bit of local soaring. And that's late this afternoon. All this rain's still out to the west, quite clear over us. Okay, so quite a nice day. Westerly wind, a touch of north maybe on the ground, northwesterly at flying heights, potentially 20 knots. Should be nice all day. Obviously it's icy, which is the issue, and it's likely to ice up this afternoon. That can be the issue on the gliders. Okay, airspace wise, locally to us, nothing of concern really. Usual stuff on here. I say every time, Middle Wallop notified that there's a permanent change to the AIP for gliding activity there, and that's about it. Yesterday there were hang gliding notified on the northerly slopes here, but the wind's too westerly for that now. So quite quiet airspace wise. Two other things, jet movements. These were put off from yesterday, so hopefully they'll all be as slick as they were last time they tried this, with 2 movements taking place over the lunchtime period. 12 o'clock 727 departing, and then at 12:07, according to the flight plan, there's an A319 arriving. So that will probably be the time we stop for a lunch break, around midday-ish, when the jet movement takes place, or 2 jet movements take place. Hopefully they can slot them in and we only get disrupted for half an hour. And then at about 15:30 in the afternoon, there's a PA-31 departing. Hopefully that'll be about the time we're thinking of packing up, 3:30, 4 o'clock. Airfield wise, how are we going to operate today? Well, the ground is absolutely rock hard now after two nights of frost. So we're going to be operating with a westerly wind on 27. I'm going to put the launch point vehicle out and I'll be putting it out forward, just forward of these markers here, about this position here where the arrow is. We'll have cables on the north side. I think the upper wind is going to have a northerly drift to it. Then the gliders between the cables and the launch point vehicle, aero towing just from the southern edge of the runway here. Normal circuit procedure: right-hand circuits land on the grass, left-hand circuits land on the grass. The runway is not available for landing. Tugs will probably be landing this side, coming in here to aero tow. Okay, so fairly normal setup. I suspect a little bit like yesterday, first thing, these white markers here are a little bit slippy, so just be careful of that. And around the hangar, and I see that the hangar doors are open, which is good news, but obviously got one side of the doors stuck, as there's frozen water in the rails. Hopefully, like yesterday, with 3 or 4 people there, you can open the doors. If not, come and find me. I'll be getting the launch point vehicle out, and we'll use the tactic of metal bars or a Toyota to push the doors open. Okay, so let's get out there and go flying, folks.